We're out here at Lake Brownwood State Park. It's a beautiful place, right on the water. We're in campsite number 66. Fairly level, as you saw in the intro. I had to put the blocks out. It's a little low, tilted towards the lake. Other than that, it's not bad at all. Site 66 is tent only, and it does have water and electric, so that's kind of handy. Out here, we're gonna test out a couple of new pieces of gear. Cabela's Deluxe camp table we're gonna unbox and set up for the first time. And then we also have 2 of the BassPro camp tables that we're gonna set up, and we're gonna put them to the test of real life camp setup, see how they work. So let's get camp set up. We're gonna set up the Rightline truck tent tonight. Just an overnight trip. Let's get it set up. We're all set up. Well, that was easy to set up. You know, the other day I did the tent maintenance and made sure everything was clean, made sure all my gear was in good shape and stocked. So setting up was very easy. All I had to do was throw that tent up. No rain fly tonight. Absolutely no chance for rain. So we're just gonna sleep out under the stars. You know, that's Lake Brownwood behind me. It's a beautiful lake. Something interesting about this state park that I just found out when I came in. All of the cabins currently, and this is November of 25, all the cabins are currently being remodeled. So that whole section of the park is closed. Even the trails over there are all closed. So they're something that's interesting about it that's not really advertised online about the park. But that said, there's still a lot of tent sites, and I'm in a tent site, but these are real small sites, and there are small RV sites all around me. Some medium-sized fifth wheels, but nothing huge. And again, I'm in site 66. So there is currently a burn ban here. So we will be respecting that. And tonight I just talked to a state park police, and gas propane fire pits are allowed. As long as you have some type of lid or some way to extinguish it and put it away where there's no chance for anything touching it and catching it on fire. Extremely dry here in Texas right now, as it always is this time of year. So burn ban. We can have propane fire pits, and charcoal fire in the fire pits, in the charcoal grills are allowed. So that'll be our dinner tonight. We're going to cook a steak on a charcoal grill, and we're going to set up our camp kitchen. Cabela's Deluxe Camp Kitchen is what it's called. Set that up, see how that looks. I've taken it out of the box, but I haven't set it up, so that'll be interesting to see. Also, we have these. These are BassPro camp tables. So at the time of filming, I'm guessing they were right at, I'll put it up here, but I'm thinking they're right around $20 or maybe even less. So very affordable little tables. I'm going to set one up out here around my campfire and chair, and the other one I'm going to put inside the tent for a little side end table to put my water and you know, everything on at night when I'm in my tent. I think it'll be a perfect size. So that's the plan. I'm glad you're here with me. We're going to explore this park a little bit, just the overnighter, and then out of here in the morning. It's a popular place. A lot of people here. Big group over there having a good time. Got a Couple next to me setting up, probably about 30 feet from me. So, popular place, this Lake Brownwood State Park. Well, here it is. The Cabela's Deluxe Camp Kitchen. It's around 36 pounds. So quite a bit heavier than I thought it was going to be. You know, holding it in this bag and everything, it's not light. Certainly not as light as a folding plastic table or something. Nice sturdy bag comes with it, the handles, and you have the zippers. Let's get it set up. There's a handle right here so you can pick it up, move it around. And these are the lantern poles. We'll get to those in a minute. Give you a quick look on this side. These are the legs and some accessories and whatnot that are in there. There are little latches right here that will flip out for the legs. Also a little latch right here that holds the table, the top part closed, but we'll wait on that. So this must be the pantry that goes underneath it. You get a heat resistant tabletop rated up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, wire rack, there's 2 side tables, removable wash basin, it's got a fabric pantry, utensil hooks, towel rack, and even a lantern pole. Main tabletop's almost 40 inches long. Side tables are around 20. The lantern pole extends up to 79 inches. Well, there it is, the Cabela's Camp Deluxe camp kitchen. These tabletops are MDF, heat resistant. You have a wash basin that you can remove and wash stuff. Keep things clean. This is a paper towel holder. Put your paper towels here. We have various little hooks for utensils. And then a couple of little baskets to hold different spices and whatnot. The little wire rack on the bottom is very sturdy. You could hold water there, or cooler, several things. Then on this side, it comes with these little stakes, so you can anchor it down here in windy conditions or whatever, so make it a little more stable. Comes complete with directions. And then the little canvas pantry. Kind of a neat idea. It's got a couple shelves in it with straps that'll hold things in place. Has these little locks. You can lock the top down so nothing gets out of place. Right here. Here's the other top. Back side of it. Yeah, that's the Cabela's Deluxe kitchen. It wasn't too tough to set up. First time I've done it. And yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. It just unfolds and snaps together. Well, this is the Cabela's, or the BassPro camp chair end table. The specifics on this are opens up to 19 by 19 by 18 inches high. It'll hold up to 66 pounds. It's made out of a 600 denier by 300 denier polyethylene mesh. Well, it just folds out like that. And these little deals, top pieces, just fold over, one on each side. It kind of locks it into place like that. And then the top has a Velcro strap that unfolds with a little holder. Has 4 cup holders, pretty nice. And a little pouch here to keep your flashlight or your phone. Nice little table. I like it. I think that'll be perfect for sitting around the campfire. If you can't have a fire, then we'll just cold camp it and get a big breakfast in the morning, I guess. I'll walk down here by the lake shore and see how it looks. Real short walk from site 66. It's just right there. And then these are right here. These are CCC ruins, basically. Is old table seating area that the CCC built way back in the 30s. Beautiful little area. This is Lake Brownwood. It's a beautiful place. I've never been on this lake. I'm gonna come back here in the summer, next summer, and bring my Sea-Doos over here and ride around, explore this lake. It's very nice. Well, the sun's setting here at Lake Brownwood State Park. It's a very interesting place. You know, it is a weekend and it is beautiful weather here for November in Texas. So I'm wearing shorts and it's almost Thanksgiving. So it's a beautiful place, beautiful spot. It is crowded, it is noisy, but those things are expected at a state park. Just out walking along the edge of the lake. Small little trails here. Really nice here. Should have brought my fishing pole. Kind of get an idea of how many campsites there are right there. It's quite a few. Little day use area here. Picnic table. Very nice. So just across from Site 66, which is where I'm at, are these CCC ruins that I was talking about. You can tell there's a little table, a little bench here. It's kind of nice. A little place to sit and watch sunset. Maybe one time had a fire pit there or something. So yeah, it's pretty relaxing here. These old CCC tables, pretty cool. I like it. So, as I said, that's Site 66. This site's really nice right here. This is Site 65. And it's literally right on the water, as you can tell. Really nice site. And a really nice tent. Site 65 is a very good one for tent only. I believe all these right in here, boy, they're tent only or they're car camping. I mean, they're little sites. This site 64, 62. Here we have 63. And yeah, 63 is a real nice site. You know, if you're car camping, it's pretty level. It's a lot of good spots for a tent. This site's really cool. They got little CCC ruins right in your campsite. Very nice. That's Site 61. That's a big site right there. You're a little further away from the lake here as you go this way. That's Site 60. So you can tell they start getting into the RV sites going that way. And you have your camp host right there. So that's about this little, it's a small little camping loop. Very nice one though. Well, let's take a look at this camp chair end table is what it's called now. This is the one I'm talking about putting in my tent for like a little nightstand. Very lightweight. This one's way lighter than that one. Specifics, open is 20 by 21 by 27 20 inches high, holds 66 pounds, but it's very light. So this one unfolds a lot easier than that other one. That's it. And it has these straps on the sides right here that you just tighten down like that. Just like that. 2 cup holders. Pretty sturdy. Well, right here inside the tent, I think that's going to be perfect. Fits perfect in here. No rain fly tonight. Just going to watch the stars. Well, as things happen, you know, you got to have a plan A, plan B, and a plan C, apparently. Plan was to come out of here, called ahead, and charcoal fires were allowed. So my plan was to cook a steak on the charcoal fire, and as it turns out, I lit my charcoal fire in one of these provided grills here at the campsite. And no sooner did I light it, the state park police pulled up and said, "Hey, you cannot have that burning right here. You got to put that out." You know, you got to adapt. So it's going to be a granola bar and chips kind of night. That's fine. Here's what it is. You just, like I said, you got to adapt. You got to make do. So I thought it was more dangerous putting the fire out than it was just let it burn out. It was very small. It was only a few little charcoals. It wasn't a big fire at all. Because it's a tinderbox out here, you know. Last thing you want to do is burn this place down, because there's a lot of dry material out here that could just go up. Well, as you can hear, it's a beautiful state park campground. Lots of noise, lots of activity. So anyway, we'll like I said, we'll make do with what we got. Well, one thing they do allow is the gas propane fire pit, so that was nice. So at least I have a fire pit to sit around. You know, it's not the same as having a real fire, but next best thing. They said as long as I was able to extinguish it and put a lid on it, then it was allowed. So check and check. I can do both those things. Morning coffee at Lake Brownwood. Can't beat it. Yeah, the equipment, the little tables, it worked really well. And the camp kitchen, I definitely will be bringing these back on future trips. And my final thoughts on Lake Brownwood State Park. It's a very active, very busy place. So campsites close together. Kind of reminds me of Lost Maples as far as how close all the sites are. You know, some people, this might be your cup of tea. Very active, very noisy. I had a good sleep though. Temperatures dropped down into probably the low 50s. So, you know, it's really good sleeping weather. The sleeping bag was warm. I didn't even have a rain fly. You can tell that on the tent. Didn't even put the rain fly on, so I could wake up, look at the stars. The stars were real bright all night. Very nice. It was a good sleep though. Very dark, very peaceful. Heard a few coyotes, not very many. And then starting about 5, people started starting their vehicles, making noise. So, and boats, you know, that's something else that you got to consider, or I didn't even think about, but there's a lot of boats on that lake. A lot of early morning fishermen want to get out there, so before sunrise I could hear boats going out there on the lake. Certainly not a quiet place. Well, I'm going to finish my coffee and tear this thing down, pack up everything, and hit the road. Well, final thoughts on Lake Brownwood State Park. It's a noisy place. It reminds me a lot of Lost Maples State Park. The campsites are very close together. So noisy, crowded, but the views are amazing. The lake is amazing. That's a wrap from Lake Brownwood State Park. Appreciate y'all coming by. Remember, push your limits, embrace nature, and again, stay outdoorsy. Thanks for coming along.
Wheels on the dirt, hear the mountain hum. Sun on my back and the silence comes. Tent gets pitched beneath the pines. Evening lights through canyon lines. Challenge yourself, embrace the wild. Sleep under the stars.